people can do amazing things when given the opportunity, and it's our jobs as leaders to find them and give them the tools to support them to get there.
I've heard you talk for many times, many interviews I've listened to you. You've talked about the importance of getting people to a higher level, no matter where they start in your organization. Whether they start in the front, in the middle, at the back,
Yeah.
the doctors, hygienists, assistants. You've talked about the importance of training and development of your entire team, all your team members. Tell us why you think this is an important element of why Aspen has become successful, why training is so important, why getting people to the next level is so important.
Yeah. Well, first of all, I think it's an obligation of ours as an organization and leaders, right? We should always be supportive of the team to continue to get stronger, to continue to get better, take advantage of the opportunity of growth, because I think growth is a good thing.
Sure.
I don't think there's any sort of steady state. You're either sort of shrinking or you're growing.
Correct.
So I think I'd rather be growing. And when you're growing, you need people. Right, and you're gonna obviously get people outside the organization, but you're gonna have a lot of people coming from inside of the organization. And
Sure.
I always say to the team, I'm like, we have gold in our offices. Gold. Go mine the gold.
Nice.
Right, and we can give them the tools, the resources to do whatever it is that they want in the organization. And every time we make investments in our teams, it pays off. Every single time, right? Right, and so I just think as leaders, we're developers, we're coaches, right? And you want that person to say, "Put me in, coach, I'm ready." Right? That's what you want, you know. And I don't know. I mean, if we're sitting here in Chicago, this is our brand new practice support center. And I don't know if you've had a chance to look at it at all, but like, you know, there's 2 floors dedicated to training, and 2 whole floors. I mean, that's a lot. We have a lot of investment going again because we're big believers and giving people the tools to be successful.
And the people, a lot of times you look at the hierarchy of needs that people have. Yes, they want to make money, and
Sure.
they want to support their families and put food on the
Yeah,
table and
absolutely.
send their kids to colleges.
Opportunity.
Opportunity,
Yeah.
but they really do want to feel good about where they're going.
Yeah.
And by providing them the resources to get better at their trade, whatever that is, clinical trade or business trade or whatever that is, it probably does provide them a sense of fulfillment that money alone does not provide.
Well, yeah, I mean, I definitely agree with that. I mean, I think that people want to know that you care.
Right.
And that you're invested in them. I mean, they're making an investment in the organization. It goes both ways. It's not just us making an investment in them, they're making an investment in us too. And I think if you appreciate that, you're more willing to make those investments. And we have examples of people who were, and the woman who is our senior vice president of operations, she was working the front desk, 20 years ago at one of our offices.
Wow.
I mean, she runs 950 locations for Aspen. And it just shows you that people can do amazing things when given the opportunity, and it's our jobs as leaders to find them and give them the tools to support them to get there.
What happens if a dentist comes to you guys and say, "Hey, I want to, I'm kind of tired of doing what I'm doing, but I want to learn how to place dental implants." Well, can they come to you guys and say, "All right, well, we'll teach you"?
Right. I try not, I'm usually a pretty humble leader, but on this I'd say we have the best freaking training programs in the country, and we're standing up. The implant, we already are standing up implant training programs that will train all of our GPs. We have a specialist, a prosthodontist, who is specifically hired to do this. We're standing up 3 blocks in we have other corporate space about 3 blocks away. 25,000 square feet is going to be converted into 20 operatories to do implant training, because we understand it's a standard of care. A lot of GPs don't come out of school. They're not proficient in it.
They've not even placed one.
Right, and so they haven't, right, and so you have to give them the school. But that's what they want. right? And they understand it's a standard of care. You got to do it right. You have to make the right investments. You have to put the right team
Sure.
to help them. What's really cool about this opportunity, though, is that to do it right and to get to sort of the reps in, we're also giving free care to people in Chicago.
Right. Wow.
Right, and so when you think about it, we'll have the largest implant training center in all of the country. And so when you think about doctors join us, it's not just, understanding sort of what you're doing in the office. That's a big portion of their training and mentoring.
Absolutely.
And how do I get better at all the things I learned in school? But how do I stretch myself in other areas of dentistry and do it quickly in a way that I know that I'm going to be with the right support? And it's not just the people support, it's the technology support as well. And so the investments we're making there, we think, are pretty special and will continue to help the organization advance, I think, in a pretty special way.